Greetings, this is part 83 of God's chain of events. Moving on to the 33rd chapter of 1 King, starting at the first verse. And Solomon made affinity with Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and took Pharaoh's daughter and brought her into the city of David, until he had made an end of building his own house, and the house of the Lord, and the wall of Jerusalem round about. Only the people sacrificed in the high places, because there was no house built unto the name of the Lord, until those days. And Solomon loved the Lord, walking in the statutes of David his father. Only he sacrificed and burnt incense in high places. And the king went to Gibeon to sacrifice there, for that was the great high place. 1,000 burnt offerings did Solomon offer upon the altar in Gibeon. The Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream by night, and God said, Ask what I shall give thee. And Solomon said, Thou hast showed unto thy servant David my father great mercy, according as he walked before thee in truth, and in righteousness of heart with thee. And thou hast kept for him this great kindness, that thou hast given him a son to sit on his throne, as it is this day. And now, O Lord, my God, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David my father, and I am but a little child. I know not how to go out or come in, and thy servant is in the midst of thy people, which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered nor counted for multitude. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart, to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this thy so great a people? And the speech pleased the Lord, that Solomon had asked this thing. And God said unto him, Because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself long life, neither hast asked for riches for thyself, nor hast asked for the life of thine enemies, but hast asked for thyself understanding, to discern judgment. Behold, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given thee a wise and understanding heart, so that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee. And I have also given thee that which thou hast not asked, both riches and honor, so that there shall not be any among the kings like unto thee all thy days. And if thou wilt walk in my ways, to keep my statute and my commandments, as thy father David did walk, then will I lengthen thy days. And Solomon awoke, and behold, it was a dream. And he came to Jerusalem, and stood before the ark of the covenant of the Lord, and offered up burnt offerings, and offered peace offerings, and made a feast to all his servants. Then came there 2 women that were harlots unto the king, and stood before him. And the one woman said, O my Lord, I and this woman dwell in one house, and I was delivered of a child, and with her in the house. And it came to pass the 3rd day that I was delivered, that this woman delivered also, and we were together. There was no stranger with us in the house, save we 2 in the house. And this woman child died in the night, because she overlaid it. And she arose at midnight, and took my son from beside me, and while thine handmaid slept, and laid it in her bosom, and laid her dead child in my bosom. And when I arose in the morning to give my child suck, behold, it was dead. But I had considered it in the morning, behold, it was not my son, which I did bear. And the woman said, Nay, but the living is my son, and the dead is thy son. Thus they spake before the king. Then said the king, One said, This is my son, that liveth, and thy son is dead. And the other said, Nay, but thy son is dead, and my son is the living. And the king said, Bring me a sword. And they brought a sword before the king. And the king said, Divide the living child in two, and give half to the one and half to the other. Then spake the woman whose living child was unto the king, for her bowels yearned upon her son. And she said, O my lord, give her the living child, and in no wise slay it. But the other woman said, Let it neither be mine nor thine, but divided. Then the king answered and said, Give her the living child, meaning the woman that said, Do not kill the child. Continuing, and in no wise slay it, she is the mother thereof. And all Israel heard of the judgment which the king had judged, and they feared the king, for they saw the wisdom of God was in him to do judgment. Moving on to the fourth chapter of First Kings, starting at the first verse. So King Solomon was king over all Israel, and these were the princes which he had: Azariah, the son of Zadok, the priest; Elihoreph and Ahai, the sons of Shisha, scribes; Jehoshaphat, the son of Ahilud, the recorder; and Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, was over the host; and Zadok and Abithiar were the priests; and Azariah, the son of Nathan, was over the officers; and Zabud, the son of Nathan, was principal officer, and the king's friend; and Ahishar was over the household of Adoniram, and over the household; and Adoniram, the son of Abda, was over the tribute. And Solomon had 12 officers over all Israel, which provided victuals for the king and his household, each man his month, a year, made provision; the son of Decar in Makaz, and in Shalabim, and Bethshemesh, and Elanthahanam, the son of Hesed, in Arubath. To him pertained Succoth, and all the land of Hepher, the son of Abimadab, in all the region of Dor, which had Taphath, the daughter of Solomon, to wife; and Baanah, the son of Elihu, to him pertained Tanakh, and Megiddo, and all Beth Shean, which is by Zartanah, beneath Jezreel, and Bashan; to Abihamelah, even unto the place that is beyond Jokneel, the son of Jerber, in Rabath Gilead. To him pertain the towns of Jair, the son of Manasseh, which are in Gilead. To him also pertain the region of Argob, which is in Bashan, 80 great cities with walls of brazen bars. Ahinadab, the son of Iddo, had Mahanan, and Ahisamach was in Naphtali. He also took Bashma, the daughter of Solomon, to wife. Baanah, the son of Hushai, was in Asher, and in Aloth. Jehoshaphat, the son of Elah, in Benjamin. Gerber, the son of Uri, in the country of Gilead, in the country of Sihon, king of the Amorites. And of all, king of Bashan, he was the only officer which was in the land. Judah and Israel was many, as the sand which is by the sea, in multitude, eating and drinking and making merry. And Solomon reigned over all kingdoms from the river unto the land of the Philistines, and unto the border of Egypt. They brought presents and served Solomon all the days of his life. And Solomon's provision for one day was 30 measures of fine flour, 80 measures of meal, 10 fat oxen, 20 oxen out of the pasture, and 100 sheep, beside harts, meaning male deers. Continuing, and roebucks, meaning small European or Asiatic deers, and the fallow deer, meaning a small European deer, yellowish in color. Continuing, and the fatted fowl, for he had dominion over all the region on this side the river, from Tifbus even unto Azza, over all the kings on this side of the river. And he had peace on all sides round about him. And Judah and Israel dwelt safely, every man under his vine and under his fig tree, from Dan even unto Beersheba, all the days of Solomon. And Solomon had 40,000 stalls of horses for his chariots, and 12,000 horsemen. And those officers provided victuals for King Solomon and for all that came unto the King Solomon's table, every man in his month. They lacked nothing, barley also and straw for the horses and dromedaries, meaning one hump Arabian camel, usually trained for running. Continuing, brought they unto the palace, unto the place where the officers were, every man according to his charge. And God gave Solomon wisdom and understanding exceeding much, and largeness of heart, even as the sand that is on the seashore. And Solomon's wisdom excelled the wisdom of all the children of the east country, and all the wisdom of Egypt, for he was wiser than all men, than Ethan, than Ezrahat, and Haman, and Chakal, and Darba, the sons of Mahol. And his fame was in all nations round about. And he spake 3,000 proverbs, and his songs were 1,005. And he spake of tree, from the cedar tree that is in Lebanon, even unto hyssop, meaning a plant which twigs were used for sprinkling water. Continuing, that springeth out from the wall. He spake also of beasts, and of fowl, and of creeping things, and of fishes. And there came of all people to hear the wisdom of Solomon, from all kings of the earth, which had heard his wisdom. We're going to stop here and start part 84 in the next message. View part 84. Thank you.